Hi, I'm Ashley Appap.
And I'm Hayley Tanto.
Welcome to Call an Adult, a Pretty Little Liars recap podcast.
Each week we'll dive headfirst into the absolutely bonkers world of PLL as we recap the iconic series.
Where everyone is hot.
And no one calls an adult.
Let's go, bitches!
A.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ash.
Hello, Hayley.
I'm just happy to be here.
We're just happy to be here, guys.
Ash has a boost.
I've got a boost. If you're Australian, you might recognize this song. Boost. Is that?
Wait, is that Yahoo? You're just doing
Oh,
Yahoo.
I'm doing Yahoo.
I was like, I guess boost is just boost. It's juice bars.
It is that, not Yahoo. Make them one. Collaborate.
Janine Ellis, the founder of Boost.
And Yahoo.
I don't know who founded Yahoo.
Yahoo founded it. We'll never know.
Yahoo. If anyone still uses Yahoo, let us know. Is Yahoo still?
I talked to someone recently who had
I'm
a
already looking it
Yahoo
up.
email address.
I don't know. Sorry, what? Oh, yeah. Well, yes. Dale doesn't have a Gmail address.
What?
It's like one he had just from growing up, but it's not like funny. It's just his name. But
Don't email Dale,
I was like,
guys.
I think you've got to get onto Gmail.
Come on.
Anyway, every time we come here, I forget I'm not connected to the internet. So
That's okay. You don't need to be.
sad.
Because you know who also wasn't connected to the internet? The girls in the
fucking
period of time that this show takes place. What a segue.
But that was amazing segue.
Before we get into this, before we fully get into it though, I do want to say, we're going to do a quick how are you? And I'm not even going to let you ask. I'm going to say how I am. I'm a little raspy. I've got psoriasis flare up over my left eye. So if you were watching, you might.
I didn't even notice. I saw it in the
Thank
stories today. I saw it on
my
your
close
stories.
friends. Ooh.
But I didn't notice.
Well, if you're watching and you notice, that's what's going on.
And now I'm staring. Now I'm just
Stare,
staring.
please. I invite you to stare.
You look great.
Thank you. Hayley,
And
how
also
are
the
you?
raspy voice suits you. But Ash has had a very big run of many of Fringe shows.
Look, someone's got to do it,
And they
then,
were fabulous.
and then not be able to follow through, and that's sometimes me.
And you deserve to have a raspy voice.
Thank you.
Well, that sounded weird.
I know what you mean. Like in a,
You deserve to have a raspy voice. It's the raspberry.
it suits me,
I nearly said raspberry voice as well.
guys. This is going to be.
This is
fun
after
one.
a day of work. I don't know. That's not an excuse.
Hayley, how art thou?
I'm really good. My news is that we got our floors done on the weekend,
Okay.
which is thrilling for everyone to listen to. But we had these
is.
really these grey. We found out they were ceramic tiles, but they were meant to look like wooden floorboards.
They
So
did not. I've seen them.
They weren't look, because I don't want to poo-poo anyone's style. So they weren't horrendous, but to me they were misery.
Yes.
They made our place, we did a lot to try to jazz our place up, but it just looked so grey and not us. And then we got some really warm brown oak look hybrid floating floorboards. They're not real floorboards, but they're,
At least they're not tiles pretending to be floorboards.
Exactly, and they're not grey. And again, grey floors, beautiful, but you have to really commit to the grey look, and we were not committed. We are warm brown vibes.
Yes. And
Anyway, that's my news. I'm just very happy. I keep staring at the floors.
we salute the new floors.
Thanks.
We'll make sure that Hayley puts up a picture of Pud amongst the
Oh,
floors.
I've got heaps of pics of Pud on the floors.
Yay!
She loves them.
And they love her, I'm sure.
Who
They
doesn't?
better.
Everyone loves Pud.
She's not going anywhere. It's her house.
Everyone loves Pudding the cat. Okay, let's get into this episode because this was so fun and I love the name. Love Shack, baby.
Whenever there's one with a big fat capital A in the middle of a word, you know I'm excited.
Trivia, because this is probably a surprise to Ash because it's about a Patreon episode we're recording later.
Ooh.
But I did comb through every single title in PLL and I have them in a doc. They're in our production plan, but I just haven't told you about it yet.
I love this.
And then I was like, wait, is an A always capitalized? And no,
No,
they pick and choose.
they do.
Anyway, which it just made me, it was interesting to me. Anyway,
this.
love Shag, baby.
Love shit.
So the A is capitalized in this.
Amazing. This episode, of course, season 4, episode 15, was directed by icon Norman Buckley. Ooh.
The spooky season.
Spooky.
This will be out in November, I think.
The spookiest season of them all. It was written by Elijah J. Barish, another PLL familiar name.
I haven't heard his name in a while.
Not a lot, but definitely before, you know? And this episode came out on January 14th, 2014. So happy birthday to all the January 14th babies out there. Not including me, almost. Hayley's pointing as if it's me.
I'm like, no. I'm like, it's not,
very
you're
close.
not.
I'm 18th. I'm January 18th. So we're close.
Wait. Let me quickly. Wait, Jan 14. Oh, no. Okay. Our friend Beck, her birthday is the 13th.
Almost.
So that's.
But you know whose birthday it is?
Name him.
Unfortunately,
Oh, no.
Dan Schneider from Nickelodeon.
Wow. And I wouldn't have known anything about him had it not been for
Quiet on
Quiet
Set.
I loved Quiet on Set.
So did
like
I.
very sad, obviously very sad, but
Yeah.
I really loved.
Happy
Doco.
birthday. Similarly, well, not similar
God.
whatsoever, actually. I'm not going to put that out there. But recently disgraced Dave Grohl.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
It's a
Do you know what's so
funny
crazy
list.
about the Dave Grohl thing? I'm not going to get into it, but all the comments I saw was so like, let him be. Men will be men. Like it was so crazy the way Ariana from Vanderpump Rules, who was cheated on, got dragged more than Dave Grohl, who did cheating and who knocked up a woman.
It's crazy.
Anyway,
It's crazy.
forgive him.
Forgive him, apparently. Happy birthday, LL Cool J. Happy
All my
birthday.
pride is all I have.
Happy birthday, Jason Bateman.
Oh, love.
Important.
I love Jason Bateman.
Me too. Happy birthday, Carl Weathers.
Two Arrested Development icons. Because
Exactly.
I mainly
Amazing.
know him from that. And Happy Gilmore.
And of course, I was referencing Happy Gilmore just before.
I love Happy Gilmore.
Happy birthday, Slick Rick.
Okay.
Don't really think I Oh no. Happy birthday,
What?
Faye Dunaway.
Oh, not Bo and Yang.
Not Bowen Yang,
Not
who
Bowen
is of
Yang.
course Faye. That's all the birthdays that I'm able to find for today. So happy
Okay.
birthday to those
Faye
birthday-
Dunaway was quite low on the list, it
I
sounds
know.
like.
Well, as we've talked about before, whoever makes this website specifically, it's like all these TikTok stars come up. So I think it's like a
Because
14-year-old.
Dan Schneider being like first on that list is interesting.
Terrifying. It's terrifying.
So spooky.
And now, Hayley, it's time for us to decipher what is the number one song from January 14th, 2014.
Ooh. Okay, I'm trying to go back to
Yes.
then. Summer for us.
Well, I'm gonna tell you a few options.
Great.
One is The Monster, Eminem featuring Rihanna.
Okay, I remember this from last time.
Timber by Pitbull
Which I think won Kesha. Yes,
featuring Kesha. Yeah, I think it did last
and
week.
it did win last time.
And then a new entry,
Oh my God.
Happy by Pharrell Williams.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, is right. Well,
It's Happy.
I sit my boost.
Because I remember, well, it might not be this week, but I'm going to say Happy because I remember I went on an improv tour to do comedy at Perth Fringe.
Important.
And it was like, I had actually not even been doing improv for a whole year. Like I was truly very, very
That's how good
young.
she is, everyone.
And I was freshly 21 years old. Just doxed my age, I guess. If you want to do the math. Anyway, and I just remember Happy being everywhere. But that festival was like at the end of Jan, so I don't know. But I remember Happy being huge.
Hayley? You were incorrect. It was Timber.
Timber still had, Happy's going to be next week. I just know.
Maybe.
Because I'm happy clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Does that mean that was when the first Minions came out?
Jesus, probably, yeah.
Because Happy's like a Minions
Happy
joint.
and Minions go hand in hand.
It's like a Minions joint, isn't
You
it?
can't be happy without the Minions.
No.
You can't sing Happy without the Minions also.
I think it's like Pharrell making music
Yes.
for Minions.
Music for Minions, the Pharrell story.
Music for Minions. Okay, Tim, but I'm happy for Kesha because I support her.
Me too. Go girl.
I'm yelling timber. Cool. 12 year, is that?
And that's everything.
That's all
on that. Before we get to the 12-year-olds, Hayley, let us hear from Australian streaming service Stan.
Okay, this is a good one. Australian streaming service Stan says, the liars delve into Ali's diary for answers.
Accurate.
And that they do.
That they do.
So nice.
Now, before we get to these 12-year-olds, as we know, I'm raspy, so I'm going to take a sippy.
I also took a sip
and get ready to
for no reason.
Do my dramatic reading, as we always do, of the episode Wikipedia description.
Let's do it.
Aria, Emily, Hannah and Spencer decide to use Ali's journal in order to get her to come back and fix things to normal.
Fix things to normal.
We are off to a raring start.
This is so good. Okay.
They realise that Ali used pseudonyms and half-truths in order to find out who is who. They all get a taster of if. That's what it says. I promise you that's exactly what it says.
Okay.
They all get a taste of if. Emily learns that Ali hurt
Wait,
her.
so can you say that sentence? Sorry, say it again.
They realise that Ali used pseudonyms and half-truths in order to find who is who, comma. They all get a taste of if.
And I love to get a taste of if.
If you're going to get a taste of anything, get a taste of if.
If? Sorry, continue.
If. Emily learns that Ali hurt her most of all, and later she receives a note to meet her at the Kissing Rock. However, Ali never shows up. Hannah meets Travis, who tells her that Cece has been seen in a train station in Maryland. Spencer, on the other hand, has her own issues with her father, who she accidentally sees talking with Jessica De Laurentiis. Ooh.
Tight sweater.
Tight sweater. Never better. When the liars decide to go to Killingworth...
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Emily's car has some issues, so they're forced to stay in Ezra's cabin with Aria instructing them. Okay. These sentences, guys. This one's not going to get a high grade. When they all go to the cabin, Ezra is able to go there first and steal the journal. Travis comes to help them after Hannah asked him. A hacks into a GPS system, hinting that it might be A who messed with Emily's car GPS settings. This is a low one. This is like a D, maybe even worse from the 12-year-olds.
And I think it's because this episode was so good, they got excited. I think there was a lot of interesting stuff. I have like a note at the start of this episode that's just great ep TBH. Because I had a fun time watching it, and then I put that at the top of my notes to remember to say it up top.
You got to be grateful
that it was a great ep. And some of the eps in this half of the season are very good and some are a bit whack. So this is a good one. It's Love Shack. Some are whack, some are Love Shack. It's Love Shack.
Oh, some are whack.
Some are whack and some are Love Shack. I forgot where to hit the A. I was just
My first note is Spencer referring to the journal as, so it's a creative nonfiction with pseudonyms.
Yes. Did I write that down? No, I didn't. I do remember that because that was funny. And also that Hannah doesn't know what a pseudonym is, which is very fair.
Of course.
It's very fair. They're at the mausoleum, I believe.
This fucking mausoleum.
All good things happen at the mausoleum.
It's the place to be.
So the girls are all flipping through the diary. And it's very tense because they're all a bit annoyed that Hannah didn't tell them about it sooner because she has been holding on for it for a while.
Yeah.
Holding on to it.
Holding on to it.
And it's revealed that Ali uses fucking pseudonyms. And I think Hannah says you just have to know the real stories to recognize the fake ones. And I'm like, that's the most annoying, cunty Ali thing in the whole entire world.
I hate it so much.
So stupid. Ugh. Oh, and then Emily goes, sounds like Ali. The truth bored her. And I'm like, get her, Emily.
This is a good Emily app. We're in a good arc for her.
We're in a good Emily era. There's not many, if any, except there is this one.
This one's the one.
There might be others. I don't remember many good ones.
No, neither do I. My next note is Allison in Emily's room and they yell at each other, lol. This is obviously Emily's having a dream.
Yes.
And Allison's there. And I honestly, when this might sound so mean, this bitch walks into a scene and I don't want to take as many notes because I'm like, she's just going to be mean in some way.
Literally. Also when she's like, I know I hurt you the most, but I want to explain. Shut up. I don't know. Shush. Also the chapter that Emily falls asleep reading is called Girl Crush.
Subtle.
I don't know. Yeah. which I don't know why that annoyed me.
Get annoyed.
Because a girl crush is like, when a girl crush is platonic, I thought. A girl crush is when you're like, oh, I have a girl crush on like whatever, an influencer. Yeah, like someone you look up to. I have a girl crush on Miley Cyrus because I always have a crush on Miley Cyrus. But I have a girl crush on Miley Cyrus because I want to dress like her. I want to be like her. So it's like, which is obviously Ali's internalized homophobia that she's like, it's a girl crush. Anyway, whatever. Also, she says Emily always saw the best version of Ali, the person she wants to be. And I was like, you were nothing but a cunt. You ain't nothing but a cunt.
Cunting all the time. You ain't nothing but a cunt dog.
Oh, and then I said, I love how Ali is unhelpful and attention-seeking even in dreams.
Even in dreams. Jesus Christ. And then I think in the dream there's something to do with her friend. Like she's like, you're still wearing your friendship bracelet, which we know isn't around. I think they were buried or something, wasn't it? And then Emily wakes up and finds it in her jewelry box. Am I just tripping balls in thinking that it's not supposed to be there and that's part of why she's like,
oh, that makes sense. Yes. Oh, yes. I think that makes sense. Because then she leaves it at the rock later.
Leaves it at the
She
rock.
leaves it at the rock. Anyway, that scene sucks.
But you know what doesn't suck? Cutting to Mama Marin in a beautiful grey power suit. She's looking fine as fuck with her slut strands out.
Oh, she's so beautiful and good.
B&G.
She's B&G, baby. She's beautiful and good. Hannah's up and ready for school. She's looking good with this dark blonde hair.
I wrote.
She's looking healthier. Like
Hannah getting ready for school. Did she already have darker hair or is this the first time we see it?
So I guess this is like Spring Breakers has been and gone at this point, or at least filming has. Yeah, she just looks good. And Ashley is surprised she didn't have to drag Hannah out of bed because the Caleb breakup fight. And then Ashley's like, I'm going to go make us some eggs.
We've never heard of eggs in this house.
That was one of the biggest plot twists in PLL history. Like I was shocked. I was gagged. I was like, I don't think you have eggs. I don't think you have a pan. I don't think you have a working oven. I think you live in a showroom.
You live in a showroom, you buy your Chinese chicken salads, you have lasagna sheets for show and to hide money in.
I love that for show kind of sounds like for show.
For show.
You have lasagna sheets? For show. But they're for show.
But they are for display
show.
In their display home.
They live in a display home.
They live in a fake home in which you walk in to look at to say, I would like my house to be built the same as this home.
Yes. And I will live in the display home with them if they take me in.
They are, speaking of the birthday boy, Jason Bateman, they are Michael and George Michael
in the display
Bluth
home.
In the display home of Arrested Development.
I was thinking about that the whole time.
Well,
of just the Arrested Development display homes.
Important.
And then we're at Toburky's apartment. I've written Toburky in a tank and Spencer in a little mini trench pullover.
I literally wrote Toburky In Tank. God, we're good.
Toburky In Tank.
And he's watching TV.
That might be title of it. We'll see.
And I wrote, well, I can only see. Only time will tell.
Who knows?
I wrote, we love a normal boy with construction in his loft. The TV's mounted on the wall, yet also behind it is like sheet, like plastic sheet, as if the wall is still half built. And I was like, that's so funny.
That's so funny. That makes no sense.
Take the TV off the wall, doll.
He is a teenager.
He is. And
he's a teenager with a trade. Toburky has like a little bit, like, it's pretty funny. I don't know if Spencer says like, we don't know something. There's something about knowledge, I guess. And he goes, there's a lot we don't know. I can't remember what he says, like, astrophysics, how to make flan. I say flan, but they said flan. And then it made me go, I guess I've never heard the word flan.
What is it? Do you know?
It's like, isn't it like a cake or like not like a cake?
Spanish thing, right? Or is it Portuguese maybe?
They did say Portuguese, I think maybe Portuguese.
Well, also there's a Portuguese tart, which is a custard, classic thing that we know and eat and love here. We're going
creme
on
caramel.
Yum.
Wait, no. Well,
oh my God, buttercreme caramel.
Is Spanish flan just creme caramel? This is fucking me up because I guess like I don't. Okay, we don't have time.
We don't know what a buttercream is, and we don't know what a flan.
The point is, it was like a fun line for him. But can I say something controversial? Unless I already have kind of hinted at this, have said it.
Go.
Toby gives me the ick.
Yes.
Toburky gives me the ick. This episode I really like felt it where I was like, it's not that I don't ship him and Spencer. I don't want to root him.
You're not in? That's okay. You don't have to. No one here, and if you are listening or watching and you're like, Hayley, you got to root Toburky.
Please don't make me
Don't
root
make her.
Toburky.
No one's going to make her. And if they are, we don't care about those people.
I don't know why. I think because he like pulls her in to like, and they kind of, and I'm like, I think I should find this horny, and I like don't.
Yeah.
And I guess that's the ick.
I was like, oh, so they're going to fuck. And then I was like, I think I would find it more horny if she was initiating this and on top of him. But I think
maybe that gave me the ick. I
maybe
don't know. I
it's
felt
the man squashing small woman on couch.
Maybe it was man squashing small woman on couch, which is kind of this show in a way.
Man squashing small woman in school.
Was there any? Now I realize I haven't written anything other than everything I just said for that scene, but I don't know if we learned. Was it just a nice scene?
I think they're just talking about how Peter cancelled his meeting with Toburky about Radley, and then Toby insists on them shutting down Radley, and they go fuck.
Yes,
everything. Then we're at school, and Ezra sees Emily walking around school, and she's got Allison's little diary just at her hip. Also,
he also sees her in the courtyard, I think, like looking in it and like decoding it around this time as well.
Paramore's decoding it.
Paramore's decode. This is where I write all the hair has benefited from the mid-season break because Lucy Hale's hair looks really good.
All of them have great looking hair in this episode. Yeah.
I don't know why Aria's looks better, but
Emily's has like some golden highlights that I don't know if it had in the last season.
Spencer reckons Aria still loves Ezra.
Obviously.
Cool. Spencer is wearing suspenders that are hanging over her ass. They're like suspenders that are not on her shoulders and they're hanging over her ass, and I didn't notice because I'm like, oh, she's wearing a nice little tee. I love that. No. There's suspenders covering her asshole.
I mean, to cover the hole at school is probably appropriate.
And it's not Spencer.
It's not.
Suspenders up is Spencer. Suspenders
down.
Down is Emily.
You're right. Also, I just need to say that I wrote for that scene where Spencer's talking to Aria. I wrote, Spencer rails on Aria for being a slut. Lol.
Oh yeah, because it's kind of about cheating.
It's because she's cheating on Jake.
Aria cheats.
A lot. She's a bad girl.
And honestly, I will always endorse. Wait, but she's not. She's cheating on Jake with Ezra.
Yeah.
I always endorse cheating on Ezra.
I'm bonking. I don't know if you guys have heard. I just bonked so many things.
I only heard the bottle. Get her. Where are we up to?
Em is marking the diary via colour.
She's a colour code.
She's colour coding.
And that is so nice. I love that.
It is so nice.
So nice. It's guys, so nice that Emily did that.
This is a fun one. It's so nice.
I just like it. That's like a Spencer vibe, but it's Emily.
It's Emily.
But she wants a break from it. So she's like, oh God, someone else take it from me. And Aria's like, I'll do it. And Hannah's like, no, Spencer's better with the clues. And she like chucks it at Spencer. And Aria's like, what the hell? So we're like, okay, Hannah.
I wrote, Hannah's wanting to not give Aria the notebook. Ooh, fine.
Makes you think.
Makes you stink. Then she reveals her breakup finally. And the girl's like, what? What? Oh my God, you guys broke up. And then she's like, oh, blah, blah, blah.
She's nonchalant.
She's so nonchalant.
She's very nonchalant about her and Caleb's breakup.
She could not be less chalant.
I just saw my next note and I'm already laughing. There's a bee poem and Aria decodes that it's about the busy bee in.
Immediately. No stress.
English
No, she's
major.
just like, it's about this place. We used to go there with my family. Every location that is a clue in any way in the show, someone's like, people. I used to go there with my family.
This would be like, for me, Geelong Smorgies.
Bring it back. My memory of Geelong.
Have you ever been to Geelong Smorgies?
Yes, because my dad went to Geelong Deakin University.
Oh my God.
While he was working full time. So he did it over many years, part-time at night. Pete, night school vibes. And for his graduation, after graduation, we went to
Smorgies.
Geelong Smorgies.
Did you see Salty the Seal?
Of course. Guys,
Smorgies there's probably 1,000 versions of that in America.
Well, I would say like Sizzler
American.
is probably the most classic. Like, you know, it's an all-you-can-eat buffet place.
There's Sizzlers in Australia as well, like in Brisbane. or in Queensland. It's a thing. It is a thing. I've just never been.
Let's go to Sizzler.
Okay. We're going to go to Pancake Parlor at High Point.
We've decided we're going to have a mall day.
And to our 1.1% of Melbourne listeners, you know, High Point, best shopping centre in Victoria. The fashion capital, some would say.
Look, many have said that that's Chadstone, but we don't talk about Chadstone.
Chadstone said that.
Chadstone is literally called the fashion capital.
Who cares?
I don't want to go to Oakley. Where is it? Clayton.
No, it's not Clayton. It's it's in Chadstone. Chadstone is a suburb, but it's near Murrumbina.
You know what? Murrum been there. Murrum done that.
This is so local, which is our specialty. There are a lot of great sus tracking shots of Ezra watching them all with this diary throughout this scene. There's just a lot of Ezra being a creep.
My next note is one of my favourites in the whole show. We're in the brew and we hear via ADR someone says, M, Bev's behind you. And I said, who's Bev? And then we see, who I assume is Bev, standing behind Emily like grumpy, being like, get out of my way. Because I guess Emily's like daydreaming at work.
I didn't write this down because I think I didn't know if I was just in a mood, because I was like, what the fuck was that? And I didn't write it down because I thought it was too specific, and you have, and I'm glad because I want to talk about it. What was that? What was that?
What was that?
What was that? Because yes, you are right that it's ADR to indicate that Emily is very transfixed by a note she found that says, I just want to come home.
I just want to come.
I just want to come.
Home.
Meet me at our spot. Come.
She just wants to come.
And she leaves.
And
She's like in the middle of a shift and is like,
yes.
Get someone to call in for me or something. That's not how shifts work.
No, it's not how shifts work. I want to know more about Bev.
Bev is like a teenage, on her last nerve.
She's also a teenage girl. Who's naming their teenage girl Bev?
We don't know Bev's age. She might look amazing for 50.
I want an episode of this show from Bev's perspective.
Oh my God. I think we shared a TikTok a while ago now that someone made that was like non-liars in Rosewood, just like during the time. And it is just so people being like, why are they like dressed so slutty for a funeral? And I do want to see like PLL from Bev's perspective.
The Bev Chronicles.
The Chronicles, what?
Bev. Then
she goes.
We say goodbye to Bev, sadly.
Then we go to Ezra's classroom. Imagine a chill befalls the air.
The brightest red stringy headphones you've ever seen.
God bless him.
They look like, I was like, these must be running headphones of some kind.
Someone does not have an iPhone. Embarrassing for Ezra in 2014.
Embarrassing for me right now. With my Google Pixel.
Fine. I feel like having an iPhone is kind of I feel like other phones are better.
Guys, Hayley's bullying me through Ezra. I'm being bullied via Ezra Fitz. Don't you lump me in with that pedophile?
You and him are exactly the same. Literally exactly the same. Literally, there is like
I would never be a teacher.
I know you want these headphones. I know you want them.
You know I got them.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's a quote on the blackboard. And I wrote it down for once just because I'm like, I don't know. These people put effort, the crew, the set designers put effort.
The crew.
They put effort in. So the quote on the blackboard says, also because there's so much emphasis on the way Ezra's teaching at the moment, informing his vibes, which are bad. So the quote is, it is one thing to mortify curiosity, another to conquer it, which is Robert Louis Stevenson, and it's from Jekyll and Hyde. I haven't read Jekyll and Hyde.
I know that they've been reading it because remember the last episode?
Exactly.
With,
so they're
Mona.
doing it. I'm not familiar with.
I know one song from the musical.
Hey, I know it from a Tweety and Sylvester Looney Tunes video I used to watch all the time. So I kind of do know the whole story.
Look.
Through that.
Bad guy.
He's the bad guy.
Duh.
Anyway, I looked up on something and it said the quote is expressing that it is one thing to have curiosity, but it is another to let it control your life. And that's PLL.
And that's on PLL.
And that's on Ezra for this plot that's happening around him right now.
Dump.
And that's a dump.
And that's a dumpity dump. So we hear that what is happening with him is that he's tip-topping away at his laptop.
Loves tip-tapping.
Aria comes in, she's like, what you working on? He's like, I'm just trying to finish a story. They talk a bit and it's like Sasiana Grande. She leaves. And then we hear him put his they're not giant actually, they're tiny headphones, but they're so bright, in his ears. And we hear a tape recording of some kind from his laptop of Alison calling someone and asking her to escape and not be Alison De Laurentiis anymore or something. It's wild.
To be watching this at school, idiot. He's an idiot.
Idiot.
He's so dumb. He's so dumb. I hate him. There's also, before Arya leaves, they kind of like very gingerly touch hands and like twinkle their fingers in like a very forbidden way.
It's so pathetic. To me, it's pathetic.
And she's cancelling plans with him. I don't know what they were going to do. I don't remember them having plans. Go home, go be with Jake. Where's Jake?
Where's Jake?
Where's the king of feet? Jake.
I forgot.
Look, I forgot who Travis was in this episode, but I won't forget that Jake liked the feet.
Liked the feet.
Liked the
He
feet.
liked the feet.
Can't blame him.
Now, M goes to the kissing rock and we see a little heart spray painted on the side of it that says E.F and A.D in the heart. Now, quick spoiler corner. If you've not watched the rest of the show, I'm going to say skip a minute, okay? And I'm going to really stick to that. Skip a minute from now.
Goodbye.
Is E.F. Ezra Fitz and Alison De Laurentiis? Is E.F. Emily Fields and Alison De Laurentiis? Is E.F. someone and Alex Drake? So many possibilities.
That's crazy. It has to be Emily and Ali. But
I reckon if it's in the time that Emily and Ali were falling in love, from Emily's perspective, that was also probably when she and Ezra were.
That's so gross.
So gross.
I hope it's Ezra Fitz and Alex Drake.
That was the other thing I was like, imagine if that was what it was.
I'd watch that fucked up spin-off.
Please give us that.
Ezra.
Hello, Ezra. And then Spencer sees Peter De Laurentiis. No, Peter Hastings. Oh my God.
Kind of, in a way.
Well, anything could happen in a way. And Mrs. D talking, and we hear Mrs. D say, does Jason know? And then in comes Spencer. She's like, what? And then she's like, me and Ken are divorcing, dear. Your father is giving me some advice.
All these sexy parents mumbling in kitchens. Jessica De Laurentiis is always in a kitchen talking to another parent.
This bitch.
When she's not knitting tight,
Sweaters.
skin-tight sweaters.
Twetters. Squint white twetters.
Oh my God. I've got Sylvester on the brain.
Must be Sylvester on the brain.
At the brew.
I was about to say, speaking of brain, Travis's bald head.
Okay, so I did, when I wrote this note originally, like while watching, I did say the shaved head guy because I forgot his name. And then later in the episode, they said Travis. So I went back up to this note and I did say Travis. Hannah's eyeing off some cannoli looking things, but I don't know what they are, but they're not cannoli, which is our favorite, my favorite at least. I don't know about you.
I'm going to confess something to you. I don't really care about cannoli.
Fuck me.
I know.
I love them.
What a waste of my heritage.
I'm such a cannoli head. There's one near me.
There's one at High Point.
Is there?
There's a cannoli-ria.
We got to go. Well, I'm going to go to the cannoli-ria.
I like ice cream cannolis.
Okay.
I just don't want that cream.
I love that cream. And she's looking at those things, and then the shaved head guy, Travis, from the Hoedown episode, offers to buy her one. She says she's fine. And then he's like, there's some breaking news about Cece. Someone saw her at Maryland Station, but she's gone.
And apparently this is
But they have a trail now.
They have a trail, and they're saying that apparently she was likely paid to kill Wilden. Then it's like, who would pay her to kill Kilden?
Everyone's paying people to kill people.
Oh, guys, just do it yourselves.
What is this, Barry?
What is this, Bazza?
Great show.
Excellent show. I then have written the way that I'm going into these notes.
Oh, it's good.
This is chaos, magic, wonder. I swear, this episode is wild. Pete reveals that what he found out going to Radley was, he says this to Spencer, that Marion slipped and fell, and there was another patient on the roof with her that they are protecting because they don't want that patient to get in trouble. Woo!
So that's a reveal.
That is a
big reveal. That is a big reveal.
That is a big reveal.
And he didn't have the heart to tell Toburk.
But you know who does have the heart? Spencer, to go into the brew and lose her mind at Jessica De Laurentiis, and basically in not as many words, she says you're a fucking whore.
In the exact words, she says, "Find a lawyer you haven't slept with and leave my family out of it."
And then in brackets in her head, you fucking whore.
You fucking whore. And there is also then it pans to an onlooker in a way that I was like,
Bev?
I was like,
is it Bev?
Is this something? So we love that. At the Rock, I've written that this rock doesn't feel like the original Kissing Rock, but
surely it's not.
Just like I thought anyway, it just doesn't look like the one that's in the flashback from like season 1.
Yeah,
anyway,
no.
but I don't know. Emily has stood up and she leaves the friendship bracelet. Ciao. See ya.
Then Fitzgerald shows up at Diet House, at the Marin House, making up some fucking bullshit about Hannah's grades. And then mid them talking, he's like, we need to do something to fix her grades. Because the last thing that he saw, which we forgot to mention, was that Hannah took the notebook, Ali's diary book thing, put it in her bag. So now he showed up to her fucking house to try to be like, I'm in your book. Little creep. And then Mama Marin gets a phone call. It's her first day at work, of course. You must understand.
I mean, she's got to take the call.
She takes the call. It's like some kind of property thing. And Ezra goes upstairs.
Now, this is a no for a lot of reasons, but this is absolutely crazy, ballsy behavior because you don't know if Ashley's going to be like, I'm off the clock, or like, I have someone here. You don't know that she's going to hang up and then be like, where the fuck is Ezra? He's upstairs. How do you come back from that? You were pissing?
I think pissing is the only thing
I think I would
could
say
be
that.
saying.
But it's very ballsy.
It's wild to me. And then Emily's car stops working.
Well, yeah. Okay. So during this, the girls are driving to the inn. And Hannah's being very cagey. Spencer finds a chapter she's like going through the diary and she finds a chapter called Hot for Teacher. She takes a pic from it and hides it from Aria, who kind of tries to look. She's like, huh? And she goes, nothing. Anyway, and then, Aria finds out there's a character in one of the chapters called Susie Clueless. And they all work out that it's Aria.
Because it says something about her pink hair.
And yet Ali praises her great sense of style.
Couldn't be her.
Susie Clueless, that's so mean.
It's so mean. And also she doesn't seem offended whatsoever.
No, which is so beta.
Also Spencer's having motion sickness.
Yes, which is relatable.
We all must relate.
Oh, it's so relate.
Then Ezra is breaking into Hannah's laptop.
No, okay.
Right?
Yes, you're right. This is the craziest. This is the craziest, ballsiest thing ever. And look, he's lucky that Ashley is very caught up about this leak in some units. She's like, is it unit 5J?
Caught up.
So caught up. I got me feeling it.
Caught up.
I don't know where the leak
is. It coming from 5J?
She's so like,
she's so
caught up. Anyway, and it means that Ezra gets to go catch up on Hannah's computer. If Ashley saw this, he would be royally fucked, and not in the way that I would want to see them have sex.
I would also want to have them have sex in front of my eyes.
Because I want Ashley to have sex with all the beautiful young men, and I want them to stop trying to have sex with all the young girls.
Girls underage.
In the car, something about cradle robber comes up and it makes Hannah go weird. And then the car stops working because he hacks into like the navigation.
We see later, yes.
That's later. Okay.
Yeah.
So the car stops working.
Ooh.
And then Hannah's like, Travis is going to save the day. He's 2 hours away though. There's rain coming. So Aria's like, I know a place, which is crazy.
Crazy quink. Also, I wrote, so Hannah just has Travis on speed dial now? I know that he's like got a tow truck family business thing, so that's...
Look, she's smart. Keep the dick close, but not too close.
Not too
you
close.
Know what I mean? You got to have a dick for every trade.
Keep the dick 2 hours away at all times.
2 hours away at all times. You don't know when it's going to rain and when Aria is going to say, let's go to my uncle's cabin.
Fucked.
liar, pants on.
Fire.
Ashley comes out from the phone call. Ezra's sitting, and it's like a really cool thing because you think Ezra's, you're hoping that he's going to get caught out. Of course he's not. He's sitting there reading a book, and
he's in the cup chair at the bottom of the stairs. He's in the cup chair,
which I love that they have that there.
Yeah.
To have space for that is so great. I'm jealous to have like space for just like a nothing chair. And then this is where Dale said this earlier over my shoulder a few weeks ago. I think when he puts on the cap, he puts on a hat a few episodes ago and it makes him very like sus.
Yeah.
And he's very Joe from You, who we love. And here he's very Joe from You because he has this like really cunty line. He holds up his book and he goes, never leave home without one. Or something, or like always take one with. And
you did it perfectly. You made me scared.
Yeah, I know. Ian Harding is fantastic.
He is.
Ezra, horrible, but
terrifying. Then Spencer is clearly sus on Hannah about there's like a ripped page out of the notebook.
Yeah, so now they're separately. I guess Hannah and Spencer are walking together and Emily and Aria must be not like right next to them because they're really talking.
Emily and Aria.
And this is not the bit where they get all locked places.
Then never mind my singing.
Well, it was beautiful.
Thank you. And then they get there. They're at the little cabin and Spencer says, this place is great. You should bring Jake here.
Ha ha!
Ha ha!
Ha ha! Ezra is also kind of trailing behind them in a turtleneck. He has a lot of energy for a teacher.
Also,
because teachers do the Lord's work.
They do. They do. And then we also see that in the cabin there's like a half painted image of a train.
I didn't see this.
And I was like, when does Ezra on top of all this fucking shit
have time
he
to
paint?
Oh my God. That's hobby.
And then it also made me think of the Australianism from our youth when people used to be like, painting trains.
Painting trains.
Which is what he's painting a picture of a train.
He is. Something I really like here is immediately when they step foot in that cabin, Hannah wants to know where the toilet is. And that's something, because when you watch this and like Gossip Girl, you do go like, when do these people piss?
When do they piss? When do
like
they
all
shit?
the time. I love like when I enter a room, I like if I like to go to the toilet before like I do things. We both pissed before this recording.
You must know we both pissed before.
There's a great song from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend, which is like, where's the bathroom? Where's the bathroom? I need to use the bathroom. And it's just.
It's such a perfect
Tova
song.
Feldscher?
Yeah.
It's just great. Look up Where's the Bathroom from Crazy Ex-Girlfriend if you love pissing. You'll love it. So that's really cool because Hannah is the every woman. And then because she is an every woman, she admits that the Cradle Robber chapter is about her and
Montgomery himself.
Montgomery. And I'm not going to lie, I forgot about this.
Fair enough.
But it makes a lot of the fan fiction for our Patreon. Sometimes we do fan fiction and I think there was some Hannah and Mike content. I hate how pathetic. Then there's a flashback to Ali kind of busting Hannah about it. And I hate how pathetic Hannah is in these flashbacks. I hate
it too. I
don't like the pillow in the stomach and I don't like the pigtails and how sad she is.
And the long skirt and they make her, it sucks.
I really don't like it. Ali's such a cunt.
I've literally written flashback, Ali is a cunt.
I wrote Ali is such a cunt.
Synergy.
Wow.
Then Hannah is explaining the breakup to the girls and she says that Caleb met someone else and left her. And it's like, bitch, he didn't.
He didn't.
But also he didn't tell you anything.
He was being cagey. So, and also I want to say, because we never say nice things about Miss Aria, Susie Clueless herself. But Aria is so nice to Hannah.
She is.
After finding about the cradle robbery. I do love that for Aria. And she's like, Aria says that Mike had a really big crush on Hannah. And I'm like, as he should. Anyway.
She's Miss Gorgeous.
Well done, Aria, for shutting down that conflict.
Big well done. And then Aria and Spencer get locked into some little mud room, which of course made me think of Hayley's old house that had a mud room.
Oh my God.
Important.
I think I just thought they were in a laundry.
I don't know where they were, to be honest.
But if they were in a mud room, congratulations on having a mud room.
To Ezra?
To him and his cabin. Good for him.
Good for him.
To have a second property? Well, I guess it's his friends. Is it? Or is that a lie?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on with this cuck. Then the book is gone.
Yes. Also, when Spencer is like, I'm going to go get the blankets from the laundry, Arya's really like on her tail and she's like, why are you being so weird? Like, because Arya is like, I don't know, you're in like Ezra's place.
But she can't say that.
No, because they're like, everyone knows so much about her uncle, by the way. I didn't write down many lines, but they are like, your uncle's a your uncle the orthodontist.
Orthodontist who's a painter.
Everyone knows about the unk. But yes, they get locked in the laundry, then they get out, and then, yes, the diary is gone. Then they open the door and it's like, suspense. Who's there?
Travis.
Toburky. Travis.
Toburky. He will never be the same level as Toburky.
No. He would have been an okay Toby, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. But I can never see anyone else as Toburk but our boy. What about Travanista? Travanista.
Travanista.
Well, what's a pun that has to do with truck driving? Because he's towing. Travel.
Trev vroom vroom. I don't know.
Look, guys, they don't all come organically. Speaking of come, he's there to come and save the girls.
He does.
With his tow truck. And he said he won't charge because they're friends and then their hands touch. And it's like,
there's a lot of hand touching in this episode.
And then Arya and Flopsra are on the phone and they're creepy. They say they love each other. Oop.
Stupid. Dumb.
Stupid.
Silly. There's a bit where Spencer walks in on her dad who's on the phone to Victoria Slastings lying about being in mediation all day. And this is where I wrote, Daddy Hastings is so hot, FML, and wow, he has a great voice. Because he does like amazing voiceover work. Anyway, he's very, and now I can't stop like in every scene with Nolan North. I'm just like, what a great voice.
Beautiful man. Beautiful
what a handsome
voice.
Man. A
Then,
naughty man though.
Naughty, cheeky.
He's very naughty and cheeky.
My next note says Toburky hacking the mainframe. Who is he? Techno Toy Boy?
He is he will never be the techno toy boy.
No.
But he is.
And I tell you, I don't know what that even means. I don't know what he was hacking or what mainframe it was.
Oh, and I'm all over the place, but just on you talking, because I just saw a note I have when you said about Arya telling Ezra that she loves him on the phone. Emily's there as well. I guess they're at they're somewhere. Emily overhears it, and she's like,
"It was that Jake."
Yeah, she's like, "Was that Jake?" And yeah, and then I think she says something. And then Emily goes, like, it's so hard lying to them or something.
Doesn't feel good lying.
Doesn't feel good lying. That's right. Anyway, Emily tells Arya about Ali climbing through her window and snatching her people up and leaving a note.
Spencer's moving into Toburky's loft.
Oh, yes.
Because she's angry at her papa.
Casa Toburky.
Oh. And then,
that would be so cool and kind of weird, but very cool to have like a boyfriend at school, no less, to be like, I'm going to go stay at his studio apartment.
Yeah. I feel like most situations where that would be possible, the man would be a creep and a pedo. But
exactly.
In this
That's
case,
why I'm like, it's a bit
Toburky
weird,
just leaves school early.
To become a tradesman.
And we need more of them, apparently.
We need more trades. A text. Do they all get this the same time? I just wrote.
I think we only see Arya and Emily get it, but they get like, it says, there's a picture of the Busy Bee Inn.
Yes.
From the Clue.
My favorite place from Arya's childhood.
And it says, looks like I'm winning. Thanks for the tip. A. And then, of course, there's an A scene where there's a desk with an apple on it. Ezra, we can only assume, is typing, and we see that he has hacked into remote vehicle access and restored access.
That is weird and dangerous and bad and stupid, and Ezra, you suck.
You suck. Cunt.
Ian Harding, we love you.
We love you.
You give to this show. You give. And that was that episode.
Wow.
Also, Emily says they gave Ali to A, which I always find like a very powerful kind of idea of like, we gave her to, like, I always like get a bit of a chill. Okay, some trivia. Prepping began, I don't know what that means, but in the context of like, I guess development began on July 17, 2013. The table read was on July 24.
Oh, wow.
Then filming began on July 25 and ended on August 2. I love knowing that. That's so churn it out.
Yes.
This episode, oh my God. Oh, this episode was the last one Norman Buckley directed in season 4. Okay. Hopefully he comes back because he's great. In the car scene, Hannah turns the radio on saying it's a road trip, to which Emily replies, this isn't spring break. And the PLL wiki admin believes this to be a reference to the 2012 movie Spring Breakers, starring Ashley Benson. Who knows? It's not really trivia. It's more like just a fun note.
Slay.
And I loved Spring Breakers. I don't want to rewatch it. It's probably very bad.
But I loved it when I watched it.
I was
too.
studying film at uni at the time, so I thought it was very cool.
Of course.
And James Franco was cool to like at the time, and now he's a sex criminal.
I believe so.
Ooh, time for some seggies, some segments, some to go from sex criminal into like just our segments is, look, I surfed the wave.
And you rode it to the shore.
I rode it to the shore and then kind of like thudded on the sand.
We've all done it.
Head to our Instagram, call.and.adult, to see these segments written out in full in a pinned post. If you're new to this episode, hello. What an episode to join.
Wow. We're grateful to have you.
Wow. Who is the hottest adult of this episode?
Mama Marin in the power suit.
Absolutely. I'm also going to have to say Daddy Hastings, because I guess I really...
You found him this ep.
Look, he got me. He's being deceitful and naughty. He's so naughty.
Cheeky.
He's so cheeky. I miss Byron.
I miss Byron too.
Stop directing.
Come back, Byron.
Byron, come back. Yikes of the episode. What was the yikes of the episode? Everything to do with Ezra.
Everything to do with Ezra. Ezra going into Hannah's room and
yes,
being at her house at all.
I think that was the biggest. Using Ashley Marin as a pawn, and not the kind of pawn we'd like.
We want her in porn. We don't
for just us.
For us. We don't want her to be a pawn.
A pawn.
No.
I was just thinking, like, I think only with our accent does that like pun make, because I feel like it would be like porn or
pawn.
Pawn.
Yeah.
For us, it's porn and porn. You pick.
You're welcome.
Porn or porn.
Yeah, everyone makes fun of how we say no.
No.
But what about this? This is the time where it pays off.
Let's bring porn or porn into the zeitgeist.
Porn or porn. Title of it.
Porn or porn.
Maybe.
That will get some good hits. Or get us Shadow Man. I don't know.
No one can know and no one ever will.
I'm never going to do the research. Who gets a buttercream from us? Daddy Hastings, sexy man.
Sexy, can I just give you a buttercream?
Aria for being nice to Hannah after finding out that her brother touched her boobs or something.
Yeah. Toburky for watching TV and hanging out and being chill.
Love that, and being like, there's a lot we don't know.
Have a buttercream while you chill.
Yeah, he does deserve a chill. Because he's going through some stuff.
Also, let's give Hannah a buttercream for Smooch and Mike.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And not telling anyone ever.
Let's give Emily one just cause she was all right.
Yeah.
And let's give Travis one because he said he didn't want any payment from Hannah because Hannah tried to pay him for like helping, but he can still have a buttercream.
Get it, boy.
Who needs to wait for Crazy Bread from Noel Khan? Where's Noel? Where's Noel? Who needs to wait for Crazy Bread? Ezra. Ezra needs to wait for Crazy Bread.
Ezra needs to wait for so much Crazy Bread. I would say Jessica De Laurentiis.
Oh, always?
Maybe even Spencer yelling at her.
Yes.
Wait for Crazy Bread a little bit.
Yeah. Slut shaming at the brew. We do like to see it, but we don't endorse it.
No. Emily, wait for Crazy Bread. Get out of Bev's way.
Bev gets a buttercream. Bev gets a wine.
Bev gets an award for putting up with.
Bev is actually maybe the best character in the show.
It's Bev's world. We're just living in it.
Bev is A.
Oh, God. Bev
Working
was
with
always
Dale.
Oh, my God. Dale and Bev.
It's not. No, never mind. I was going to say spoiler. I'm going to tell you at the end what it was. It was really dumb.
I think I knew also.
Okay.
From the breath you took.
What gave us a hardcover? What made us horn?
Bev.
I think Ashley, I guess, and Peter Hastings.
Yeah, no, Ashley and Peter, for sure.
I feel like what was meant to make us horn, though, was Toburky kind of pulling Spencer in for a mid-morning fuck. And it didn't make me horn. Didn't make you horn.
Nope.
What made us not horn? A little bit of that for me, which was like surprising. It wasn't I don't know what's happening to me. I don't know.
Also, Ezra and Arya's little hand dance.
Literally anything with Ezra in this episode made my legs close.
Shut him.
Which is crazy because Ian Harding, beautiful man. Who gets a wine from Byron?
Bev! Ooh. Yum.
Bev, I don't know.
Bev, have a bev.
Like everyone but Ezra can have a Bev. I don't
Yeah.
know. Can have a. Who gets a Bev from Bev?
Who gets a bev from
I can't wait. If we introduce that as a segment, we're not going to because we will forget who Bev is in 2 minutes.
And she's never coming back.
Well, we don't know if she could be A.
Oh.
Who would?
Bev is A.
We don't know. What was the line of the episode? I feel like find a lawyer you haven't slept with and leave my family out of it is great because it's funny, but it also encapsulates the whole show.
It
In a way.
does. I can't find anything that is topping it for me. Maybe this place is great. You should bring Jake here.
Line of the ep.
Line
of the ep.
No, line of the ep's the thing you said.
The slut shaming in the broom.
Yeah,
You got to give it to slut shaming in the broom.
you gotta.
And that's it. That's all the segments.
Wow, what an ep.
That was really fun.
We have been cuckoo banunu.
Thank you for listening.
Thank you, everyone. We love you. Hayley,
We love you so much. Ash, I love you. I love this show.
I love the show.
I love this show. And but if it doesn't matter what time it is.
If it doesn't matter what time it is, then you know that you got to do it.
Okay.
And it is
close your damn blinds.
Because if it doesn't matter what time it is, the sun might be out or it might not.
And I don't care if you're in Bev's way.
You just better not be in the way of the sun, doll.
Emily, Bev's behind you. Was that the line?
I think so.
That's so to ADR that line is crazy.
Wild.
Imagine getting to ADR that line.
You know what I think happened?
What?
I think the actress didn't mean to have such a sad, like fucked face. Like she looked angry. And then they were like, how are we going to justify that? We don't have time to
Because she's
reshoot
serving.
it.
She's like too good.
And they had to be like, we have to write Bev in
then they're like, I think there's more
to this story.
to this story.
Justice for Bev.
Justice for Bev. Anyway, I love you, Ash. Close your damn blinds.
Close your damn blinds.
Toburky. Wait, let me just quickly check the release of this episode.
Tank. Toburky In Tank, is that what it was?
I think this Toburky In Tank. I think this episode comes out like a few days before
The Wicked movie?
Wicked.
Well,
Go see Wicked.
go see Wicked, a movie about A. The
Yep.
most wicked of them all.
It is PLO coded. Toburky.
Toburky. We are not sponsored by Wicked.
We're genuinely not. Would love to be
Call us.
an adult.
Fuck.
Seen.
And heard.
An adult.
Fuck.
Seen.
And heard.
Listeners, if you didn't know, we actually have a Patreon, which we call the Dollhouse. So come hang out in our dollhouse.
We also have a YouTube channel, so if you want to watch this episode and other episodes, head to our YouTube channel and subscribe.
And you can find all updates at our Instagram or look in the episode show notes.
We love ya.
We love you!
Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Call an Adult. We appreciate you more than Alison appreciates immortality, my darlings. Please give the show some love by giving us a 5-star rating and review on your podcast platform of choice.
You can stay up to date on episodes by following our Instagram at call.an.adult, as well as our respective Instagrams at Ashley Crapapp and at Hayley Tanto. Have a lovely day, and don't forget,
Shut your damn blinds!
see ya! Call an Adult is recorded on the stolen lands of the Boonwurrung and Woiwurrung people of the Kulin Nation. We pay our respects to the traditional custodians of the land. Sovereignty was never ceded.